So I think I'm finally ready to show my Mermail deck for the current format. A few people have been asking about this. I've uploaded a few different videos. I haven't found like a perfect list yet, but I've done a little bit of testing, done hours of test hands, and a lot of just theory, watching videos, reading other stuff about Mermails and stuff like that. And this is the list I've came up with for the current format, which I guess is February 2020 because we're pretty much February anyway. So let's get into it and see what we got. So first off, we got 2 Megalo. Some people play 3. I like 2. I feel like you don't need 3. Sure, it is nice to see it sometimes, but I feel like with every combo, like it doesn't start a combo. Megalo's kind of in the middle of a combo. I don't think 3 is needed. I like 2. Save space for other cards because, you know, I feel like the deck list for Mermail is kind of tight, and going forward will be even tighter because we have all the deep sea stuff coming out, which we kind of have to play like 3 Aria and some of the other stuff. So 2 Megalo is fine. I like it. I never find myself in a situation where I wish I had a 3rd, but I don't think playing 3 is bad. But next up, we got 3 Teus. Gotta play 3 of this. Such a good card. So many combos around this card. It's insane. Teus Dragoons can pretty much give you the world, and you can do anything you want in Mermails. You can do crazy combos. Teus plus Diva, of course, which is the same as Teus Dragoons pretty much. Teus plus Instant Fusion, even Teus plus Undyne. Like Teus, the big issue with Teus is it's in so many combos, but there's no way to search it. So you have so many cards that work well with Teus, but not many ways to get to it. I think I'll play 3. As for the other Mermails that Teus will search out, I played the 1 Mander, the 1 Gund, and I'm actually playing 1 Oshia, which I like never really played before. Let me explain this. So, Mander's here for VFD plays. You can make VFD plays pretty easy with this deck because of this card. Gund is arguably the best out of all the smaller Mermails because he gets 1 back off of discard. Don't play Pike. I don't think Pike is really needed. Honestly, I don't think Pike is very good right now. Because it's an extra normal summon that doesn't really start anything for you. It's not better than Genex Undyne. It's not better than Diva. It's not better than Prince. I don't think it's anywhere close to as good as Genex Undyne, to be honest. And I don't think it offers enough to play. Sure, there's some cute things you can do, like if you use Abyss Sphere, you can bring it out and pop something in your opponent's turn. But I just don't think it's really worth playing right now, especially in the going first. This is going first variant, by the way. The 1 Oshia kind of contradicts what I said a little bit because it is normal summon. However, there's some combos you can do with Teus and Oshia that's pretty cool. I did find a really weird combo, which I'm not playing, but you could, where with this card you can make Cherubini Winda, which is kind of cool because Cherubini protects the Winda because someone off Instant Fusion, and it's basically just a floodgate-like thing for your opponent. Kind of niche, kind of weird, but it is cool. And there's other combos you can do with this too. Like if you have Teus and like nothing else, it gets you there. Sometimes Teus Instant Fusion with this card is a pretty good combo. I like it. You don't need to play it. You cut it. I do think it is probably the best like 3rd Mermail right now. Maybe Dyne's better. Maybe Hild is pretty good too, but I like this for now. Next up, we got Double Diva, of course. Best card in the deck. It doesn't get ashed. In a vacuum, best card in the deck. But the actual best card in the deck, 3 Neptibus. Not much to say about these. You know, you resolve the effect, I should say, the discard effect a lot more now, I feel like. In the past, I wouldn't really discard it as much, but now I feel like I discard it a lot. And also with Genex Undyne and this, you could use both at the same turn thanks to Coral Enemy, which is just amazing. So 3 of this, of course 3 Dragoons, which now and going forward is going to get even better because Bahamut Shark plays. Bahamut Shark plays will be easier going forward. You get the search off of Bahamut Shark. You also get the search if you summon this off of a Tatsunoko, which I think is actually really cool. And then for the rest of the Atlanteans, double infantry and the 1 marksman. Marksman, I'm back and forth on, at least in previous formats I was. I played it, didn't play it. Sometimes I played 1 and 1. Sometimes I just played 2 of these and none of this. I think marksman now is pretty good because Altergeist are better, Guru is better, back row decks in general are better, and having that extra name is just good sometimes because, you know, Mermails are a deck that can't really grind that well, but if you do get in a grind game, and there have been times where this has happened, where like, let's say I want to send an infantry, but I only have 1 in deck, and you can't summon Neptibus and send infantry out of anything. So having that extra name does come up sometimes. And popping back row, of course, is good. In cheeky situations, you could like attack and then summon something from deck. That never comes up. I feel like the second effect on infantry comes up more with the extra normal summon, which is important to remember. You could summon this and then summon Diva, and then get a Prince, and then have 3 monsters on board for free, basically. Just be careful with that because you could summon this and they could stop. Like if you summon this and they stop this somehow, then your plays end. Similar to how if you summon Diva and they stop your plays end. So it's a bit riskier than Diva, but it can come with the extra normal summon. I think it's important for people to keep in mind for like different combos and different play trees, stuff like that. So that's it for the Atlantean stuff. Next up, for the other water stuff, I'm playing 3 Undyne, one controller. Not playing the Swap Frogs. Swap Frog is good. It's really good, but there's no space, and I feel like Undyne is just better. Undyne is the third best normal summon in the deck. Kind of a lot of normal summons, I get that, but you're not always going to have Prince, and Prince sometimes you're better off discarding it with other stuff. There are times where I open Prince and Undyne, and I'd rather summon Undyne. And there are times where I open Diva in this, I'd rather summon this, because if Diva gets Ash, you just lose. Lots of things you can do. I uploaded a combo video the other day, I think. Maybe we'll upload the combo video after this, I don't know. Some Undyne combos and why you should play Undyne, and why it's going to be good going forward. I think it's a great card. I think people should play it. The brick sucks, sure. This is like the worst brick you could have. But, I don't know. It's just really good and offers a lot for the deck. And then for the other water cards, one Mulan, one Lapis Dragon, one Aqua Spirit, and two Gamma Seal. These are kind of like the extra waters, I guess you could say. These two are kind of extenders. Lapis Dragon, as time goes on, has been involved in a lot more combos. I think it's a staple now to play this in Mermail, like Mulan. Aqua Spirit's not needed. I think Aqua Spirit's just like the best one-card extender. I still think Swap Frog is the best general extender, but the thing with Swap Frog is you gotta play 4 cards, well this is just 1. You could play the 10E Water if you prefer. I like this better. Up to you, personal preference. There have been times where I play the 10E Water over this. White Stingray is an option too. White Stingray needs a discard, doesn't trigger Atlanteans. I just like playing the Aqua Spirit for now. And then the Gamma Seal. So, I am playing going first deck. However, you're not always going to go first. And my theory with this current format in Mermails, right, is if you build a going second variant of Mermail, pure going second, you'll have a great time going second, but I still think going second in Spirals is really, really scary. And if you're forced to go first, a going second deck going first, I think, is worse than a going first deck going second, if that makes any sense. So I'm playing these, just in case we go second, we play against Spirals, we tribute the Appaloosa, and then that gets rid of all their negates pretty much, because their Tri-Gate's not linked anymore and their Appaloosa's gone. That's really good. And it's a water. You can just discard it. You know, you could main deck Nibiru if you feel like it. I just think this is better for main decking just because it's a water, and just because, you know, Nibiru does literally nothing going first, while this you can discard. Thumbs up. I like it a lot. I'm not playing any other really going second cards, besides Instant Fusion, you want to consider that. The side deck is really dedicated for, like, pure going second. Onto the spells. I'm playing the Mizuchi. Doesn't really matter too much which one you play, but I do think the spell one is the best, because you can get out monster negates, you can handle monsters no problem. It's really the spells, so play this. I like it. Tumore Agreed, a card that I've hated in Mermails for a while, but right now it's pretty decent. Shuffle your hand back. Baits out Ash. You know, you play this, and people think, oh, you're going to draw 3 cards when I Ash you. Even though you're not really drawing 3 cards, you know, you're not getting any real advantage, you're just fixing your hand in a way. I like it. It's good. I don't know what else to say. One Avarice, the newcomer, recently off the ban list. I like this card. It gives you some more advantage, and it's live a lot more often than you think, because when you're going first, you can Mulan a lot, and to Mulan, you need 5 monsters in grave. This, you shuffle back your Dragoons. And if you shuffle back your Dragoons, it just gives your grinding game so much more of a better chance. And I really like this card. Next up, triple Instant Fusion. So Instant Fusion is great for so many reasons, because if you go first, you can make Millennium Eyes, which stops the hand trap. You can combo and summon your rare fish, or if you're going second, you summon Thousand Eyes. Very versatile card, amazing card. Baffles me how this card has existed for near 15 years now and has never been touched on the ban list. Amazing card. And then Reborn, General Extender. I wasn't playing this for a little bit, then I realized like it's Monster Reborn and it's really good for extending. Going second is great as well, because you can Reborn the Link 2 and then go to Borreload easier, or Boral Sword if you play Boral Sword. I like it a lot. 1-for-1 for another, not to miss, baits out Ash a lot too, which is nice. And speaking of Ash, Call by the Grave. So, I feel like Call by the Grave is kind of needed now in Mermails, because it's really, this deck is really susceptible to hand traps, right? And Droll and Lock is really popular now because of Spirals. Droll and Lock is also really good against Mermails. So you play this, hit the Droll. I think it's needed. Honestly, it's a necessary evil. Whatever, gotta play it. Now to the extra deck. We got the One Abyss Alcia, of course, my favorite Link 2 in the deck. One Miss Starboy, kind of have to play it right now. When the Master Rule changes, I'm not going to play it most likely, but you kind of need it for Core and Enemy plays, stuff like that, and other things. You lock the Waters, and Core and Enemy's a Cybers. You can't go to this. Between a Core and Enemy, one Core and Enemy. Fantastic card. This is the reason why, one of the biggest reasons why I'm playing Undyne still, is because this card with, this card, you can summon Undyne, send Prince, bring it back with this, and then go for Prince's effect, and just get a lot of advantage. I think it's mandatory to play this card now. 1 Abyssgaios for a negate. The 1 Bahamut Shark and the 1 Totally Awesome for another negate. I love these cards now. I feel like these cards, when the Master Roll changes, gets way better. I keep saying that, I know. I have seen Liz play 2 and 2, which I think is actually really good. I just don't have the space for it, and I don't have a second Bahamut Shark. I'd order one. It should be on its way soon. There's really cool combos to do with this, basically. Like, I think you kind of have to play it now, especially going forward. And then 1 Calamities because of the Mander. Very, very, very good card. Like, even if you just get this out and nothing else, it's still pretty good. And then 1 Abyss Dweller. I still feel like Abyss Dweller is one of the best cards in the game, period. Orcus isn't as popular, but against so many decks, you just shut them down by summoning this. You also get the boost for the attack boost for Dweller, because most of your waters, or all your monsters pretty much are water. So, that's really nice. One of the new guys, Claw Thief. So many combos this card enables. It's ridiculous. And for the instant fusion targets, 1 Mud Dragon. This will be a rare fish. It's in the mail. I don't have it yet. Rare fish is better. It has less attack, and you can summon off a coral enemy, while Mud Dragon's effect never goes off. So, there's that. 1,000 Eyes for going second and sealing monsters. Losses is banned, which is nice, but there's still some other problematic cards you can take with this, which is cool. And 1 Millennium Eyes, which I don't see many people playing in Mermail if they play Instant Fusion. I like it because it stops hand traps, and again, this deck is very weak to hand traps. The only one it doesn't block is Infinite Impermanence, but there's times where you just like, you have Diva Instant Fusion for this, summon Diva, go off, and it's great. And then last, I have some just generic good cards. 1 Unicorn, 1 Phoenix, 1 Borreload. I do not play Boral Sword. I don't think Boral Sword is needed in Mermail. Mermail doesn't have much of a problem with decaying, and playing a card that can throw decaying really doesn't make a difference. While this card can steal monster, I think this card is just better, to be honest. And then Phoenix and Unicorn, it's just generically good cards. Going second, Unicorn is great. Phoenix, Garrett of Floodgates, really, really good. You don't have to play them, but they just help going second. And then the side deck doesn't really matter too much. My side deck's not really complete yet. I can't find my Drolls, so I'm proxying them for now. I know I have them. But for the side deck, I'll show it really quickly. 3 Nibiru. I feel like every deck should play at least 2 or 3 of this in the main or side. Double Ash. I don't have 3. I know, right? So I'm only playing 2. 2 Crow. Crow is good right now because of Spyro. I've never been the biggest fan of DD Crow, but we'll see going forward. These are my Drolls. I couldn't find my Drolls, so I just put these in because they're hand traps. Kind of similar. I don't think this card's very good, though. I really don't think it's very good. These are Drolls. Double Dark Ruler no more. Same thing as Nibiru, basically, just breaking boards. I think Nibiru is better, of course, because you can still do damage, while Dark Ruler where you can't do damage. And then Double Twin and 1 Red Reboot. I don't know how I feel about this yet. But it's for back row decks. I think I might fix the deck up a bit and play more stuff for back row decks, because right now I have these 12 cards for combo decks and only these 3 for back row decks. So yeah, side deck's kind of incomplete. The main deck is almost out. It's almost complete. Like if I go to a locals, I would play this variant, of course, but I do still think it's going to be tweaked a little bit. So that's pretty much it for the Mermail deck. What do you guys think in the comments down below? Let me know if you think it's bad, think it's good, what you like, what you don't, and if you have any questions, let me know. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoy. I'll see you guys next time, and bye-bye.